A very good day to you and welcome again to the program. It's just so good to be with you. I've got a small little story that'll take 5 minutes of your time. Please listen carefully. We've entitled this program, Fruit. Fruit. If you look at Hosea chapter 14 and verse 8, your fruit is found in me. Our fruit comes from God. It doesn't come from effort. It doesn't come from discipline. It doesn't come from anything of ourselves. It comes from God. Now, as a farmer, and I know there's many farmers watching this program, you can identify with what I'm talking about. Fruit comes from the stem. The stem comes from the root, which comes from the ground. Jesus is the stem and the root. And through him, in us, we produce sweet, delicious fruit. What kind of fruit? Well, the fruit of the Spirit. That's right. Love, joy, peace, patience, loving kindness, gentleness. There's 9 fruits. They all come from the amount of Jesus in us. That's why today, my dear friend, open your heart wide and let the Lord come into your life. And he will enable you to produce fruit. You know, sometimes people say, I don't know why nobody wants to, I tell people about Jesus and nobody wants to listen and no one wants to come with me to church. Maybe because they don't see any fruit in your life. You see, folks, if God is doing something miraculous in your life, it will be like a bee that gets drawn to honey, to the hive. Okay? If there's no fruit in your life, nobody wants to be like you. I'm being quite honest. If you're bitter and you're angry and you're critical and you've got a heart of stone, nobody wants to be like that, especially young people. They don't want that. But if they see love and joy and peace, and they see a man with vision, a man who's excited, who's believing for the best in the country, in the nation, amongst the folk, they want that. And they'll come to you and they'll say, I want what you've got. You don't have to preach to them. Just tell them about Jesus. So the fruit comes from the vine. And Jesus is the vine. If you cut the connection, then there's no fruit. A person who's in a backslidden state, a person who's walked away from God, you can't understand why nobody wants to be your friend. You can't understand what's happened to your life. You're bitter, you are selfish, you're sour. It's because there's no life in you. Come back to Jesus. It's the union that you have in Jesus that brings forth the sweet, delicious fruit. First it's in the stem, and then it comes through to the fruit. The source of all fruitfulness is Jesus Christ. Outside of Christ, we bear no fruit. And you know, a vineyard needs to be pruned. You use secateurs, you use clippers. And who does that? Jesus. Any dead wood, he chucks it away, he burns it. And the vines that are producing beautiful fruit, he wants more fruit, so he prunes them back. And you know, one man said to me once, I'll never forget it, he said, the hands that do the pruning have got a hole through them. That's right, they were pierced with a nail, a sharp, rough nail. So when the Lord starts to prune, it's more painful for him than it is for you and I. So don't be afraid of being pruned. Spend time with God, and the fruit of the Spirit will automatically be born in your life. So until next time, may God bless you as you produce fruit. Goodbye.
For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.